What's up, YouTube? Jeff, your Style OG. And on today's video, we're gonna go over the sock rules and make sure you're wearing those socks correctly. If you're new to the channel, we release a new video every Monday, Thursday, and Saturday at 4 p.m. Eastern, discussing various men's lifestyle topics such as style, grooming, and dating. I invite you to subscribe, tap the notification bell, and join us. And to my returning friends like Eldridge Lever, salute. Now socks, just like any other accessory, are that final detail that can either make or break your outfit. And socks are a question I often get in the comment section. How should you wear them? What colors go with which pants? And how to wear statement socks. In today's video, we're gonna cover all of those things. We're gonna talk about the right length of socks, the right type of socks, and when to wear each. So without any further delay, let's get into these sock rules and talk about how to wear those socks correctly. Now, first rule we're gonna talk about is one that I get a lot of questions about in the comment section. And that's what color socks should you match with your pants? And that's a pretty easy one. Either match your socks to your pants, or you can go a shade lighter or a shade darker than your pants, which I like to do quite often. Take for example right here. As you can see, I have my light gray wool herringbone pants on. To match them up, I have these gray argyle socks that are just a little bit of a shade darker than the pants. Easy match, easy go. As you can see, they don't have to match exactly. As long as they're the same color or a shade lighter or a shade darker, you're good to go. Now next up, I have a combination rule that, to be honest, I would think I wouldn't have to say, but I see this mistake being made more often than you might think. Please, no athletic socks with dress shoes. I'm talking to you, Uncle Eric. But at the same time, no dress socks with athletic shoes. That doesn't work either, Uncle Eric. Now this one I know seems pretty obvious, but I see a lot of guys doing this and I'm shocked every time. For some reason, especially older guys. Please, no athletic socks with dress shoes and no dress socks with athletic shoes. Now another question I often get about socks is that people are really not sure what color socks to wear with jeans. I have a fail-safe option. If you're wearing jeans, your default can always be black socks. Now next up, let's talk about the socks you need to wear when you want it to look like you're not wearing socks. And for my guys who try to get away with not wearing socks at all, please start wearing no-show socks. Especially in the summertime, I see guys trying to get away with not wearing socks. Your feet are gonna sweat, they're gonna smell. You can achieve that same no-sock look with no-show socks, hence the name. As you can see here, I'm rocking my chinos with my loafers. I've got the no-sock look. That's because I have a pair of no-show socks. So please keep the sweat and the odor to a minimum. Don't go sockless. Make sure you're wearing no-show socks. Next up in your sock arsenal, you wanna make sure you have a healthy supply of ankle socks. These are the socks you're gonna wanna wear with your sneakers or athletic shoes, especially when you're wearing shorts. Now, I often will wear these with sweatpants or joggers just as well, but I think a higher sock works better when you have on long pants. But when you're wearing your athletic shoes, especially if you're wearing shorts, you wanna have a nice pair of ankle socks. Now we're gonna increase the length a little bit and talk about mid-calf socks. Now these are the default socks that most guys wear in your dressier situations, from your chinos, your trousers, and even your suits. These are the socks I would choose anywhere from semi-formal down. They're gonna come up to about mid-calf, hence the name mid-calf. They're gonna keep you warm, and these to me are your default length for your jeans and your business casual looks. And if you have a mid-calf sock that fits properly and will stay up, I will wear it in semi-formal or formal situations. That's because they keep you cooler and feel less constricting than an over-the-calf sock. So anytime you're dressing semi-formal or down, I would definitely suggest you grab mid-calf socks. However, when you're in your most formal situations, your special occasions, your dressier situations, you wanna opt for over-the-calf socks. One of the main reasons being, they're gonna stay up the easiest. When you're sitting down, you got that nice tuxedo or suit on, the last thing you wanna do is flash that leg. The over-the-calf sock, guaranteed to stay up. And like I said, it's your dressiest, your most formal. So for your special occasions, your dressy situations, formal or semi-formal, you definitely wanna grab some over-the-calf socks. Now let's talk about the texture of your socks. The finer and thinner your socks, the more dressy. The heavier and more textured is going to be a more casual sock. Dress socks tend to be thinner and finer. You definitely don't want to wear a heavy textured sock with a dress pant or a suit. However, your heavy textured socks work well with your boots, your denim, your corduroy. When the rest of your outfit is heavier, more textured, it creates a nice balance to have a heavier textured sock. But remember, the thinner the finer the sock, the more dressy, the heavier and more textured, the more casual. Now, one of the questions I get most often about socks, and it's one of my favorite kind of socks, is when and how can you wear your statement socks? And it's not as hard as you may think. Now, the easiest way to wear that statement bright or novelty sock is to make sure it complements something else you're wearing. For example, once again, let's take a look at my nice gray Argyle socks. Now, these are easy to match because even though Argyle makes a statement, the gray in the socks plays off the gray in the trousers. Very easy. But what if you're grabbing a sock like this navy one with the eggplants on it? Get your mind out of the gutter. I wear these when I try to get people to eat more vegetables. However, although this is a novelty sock and you might not match it that easily, I can easily match it with something navy or blue in the rest of my outfit, like the base color in this novelty sock. The main key with wearing your bright or statement socks is to make sure they don't conflict too much with the rest of your outfit. Make sure, although it stands out, it complements something else that you're wearing. And one more thing about your statement socks, you probably want to keep them to the minimum in your more serious or business situations. Go a little bit more conservative when you're wearing those type of outfits or those circumstances. And last but certainly not least, in my sock rules, we got to talk about what's important in any part of your outfit, and it's just as important with socks. Make sure they fit correctly. Your socks should fit just as well as any other piece in your wardrobe. And there's a few easy things to pay attention to make sure those socks fit correctly. The heel of the sock should fit on your heel, not under it. If it's under it, that sock is too small. Nor should it go halfway up the bottom of your leg. If it's going above the heel, it's too big of a sock. Make sure the socks fit flush and there's no bagginess or extra sagging material. And lastly, make sure the toe seam of your sock lays directly across your toes. If you can check off those few things, more than likely you have a sock that fits. Okay, so there you have it. My simple guide on how to wear socks and a few sock rules. I definitely would be curious to know if you rock statement socks and what your favorite kind are. Bright, Argyle stripes? Let us know. As always, I hope you enjoyed the video. If so, hit that like button. Helps the channel to grow. And of course, tap the notification bell so you don't miss any of the videos we release every Monday, Thursday, and Saturday at 4 p.m. Eastern. And I'll check you out the next time.